Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the fragrances in my collection from the brand Maison Margiela, and this is all from the Replica line of fragrances. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on them, then just keep watching. So for the purpose of today's video, I will be ranking these in order from my least favorite to my most favorite. I do want to mention that none of these are duds, and I do like every single one of the ones that I have. And that's because generally if something's a dud for me, I will get rid of it either by selling it, giving it away, or throwing it away. So I will start by saying I like every single one of these fragrances, but this is just going to be from my least to my most favorite. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So the one that we're going to start with is Under the Lemon Trees, and this one I do have in a travel spray. It's actually the only one that I have in a travel spray, but I picked this up last year on a little girls trip to Miami, so every time I wear it, it kind of reminds me of that, and I really enjoy it. It smells like lemon and grass to me. So very fresh smelling, very uplifting. It's not too loud or too strong. I don't feel like the lemon is too sharp. It's kind of like a rounded lemon fragrance. And yeah, that's pretty much all I smell when I smell this. So I really enjoy this one, but when this runs out, which I'm almost done, I'm not sure that I'm gonna repurchase it, just because to me it's not as unique as some of the other fragrances that I have here. Now I have heard people compare this to Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, and I can see the similarity just because of the lemon, but I do not think they smell the same. This one definitely smells like more refined. Again, the lemon is the most prominent thing in this. I don't think that it's a dupe at all for Light Blue or vice versa. So the next fragrance that I want to share with you is one that I've had for quite a while. It's the second one that I picked up from this line, and this is called Funfair Evening. And this is meant to smell like you're at a fair or carnival, and that is exactly what I get when I smell this fragrance. So let me just go ahead and stop right there and kind of give you a brief description. Replica fragrances are meant to smell like a specific period in time or a specific thing, and they are quite literal in my opinion, which makes them fun to me. I really like the premise of the Replica fragrance line. So on each of the full-size bottles, they have this label that says the name of the fragrance. It says the period that it reminds the perfumer or the brand of, and then it gives a brief description and tells whether it's for females or males. So for instance, this one says Funfair Evening, Santa Monica, 1994. It's a sweet and mellow delight as the fragrance description, and then the style description is female fragrance. So if you've never seen these bottles in person, they're really cool. I really like them. Obviously, since I have 6 perfumes in my collection, but they are meant to smell very literal. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So back to this particular one. Funfair Evening does remind me of a carnival or a fair. When I smell it, I smell like, I think caramel popcorn or like kettle corn. Like a sweet and salty popcorn is what I get the most out of, but not overwhelmingly sweet. Like this, even though it's sweet, I feel like it's subtle enough that it's not gonna ever feel like too cloying, but I definitely do smell the sweet and salty notes in it. I really like this one. This one lasts a decent amount of time, probably about 5 hours. Again, it's an eau de toilette, and I would recommend it if you're looking for something like that, like you like that popcorn sort of smell. I've never smelled this on anyone else, so I do feel like it is unique. The next one that we have here is Whispers in the Library, and I believe this is the newest one to my collection. Yes, it is. So this one is meant to smell like an old library. It says paper and waxed wood for the description of it, and to me that's what it smells like. I can definitely smell the lavender, like lavender and smoke. So when I wear this fragrance, or when I think about this fragrance, I can picture myself like in a dark old library with a bunch of old books and like candles burning. But that is literally where I'm taken to when I smell this fragrance. I love this one. I wear it to bed a lot. I don't wear it that much during the day just because, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of similar to Margiela, but this one definitely is more masculine leaning than Margiela. So I don't know, if I typically want to wear something like this during the day, I'll usually reach for Margiela. but I do like to wear this to bed a lot because it is very calming. This is probably one of my favorite bedtime fragrances, or just to wear like around the house when I want to feel cozy. Not to say you can't wear this out. It is a very nice fragrance. Definitely wear it out, but y'all know I'm extra, you know, so I like to wear this at home. So the next fragrance that I have is actually the first one that I purchased, and it's the one that started it all. And I will tell you, for my top 3 fragrances, this was a very hard choice. So these are all pretty close to each other. Just keep that in mind. But so yeah, this one is Beach Walk. And like I said, this is the one that started my little love affair with the line. You can see I've used up quite a bit of it. I typically only wear this in the summer because it literally reminds me of a beach. To me, it has a bit of that sunscreen type smell to it, but it's kind of in the background. So to me, I smell that sweet kind of sunscreen smell, but I also feel like I smell like the actual beach, like water and sand, and I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but this is really nice. Now, this is not a heavy fragrance, and sometimes like when I wear it, I feel like it goes away quickly, but then I'll get like a ton of compliments on it. I swear I get a lot of compliments on this every single time I wear it if I'm around other people. And it's kind of one of those ones that I feel like I go nose blind to, because I'll think it's worn off, but I will still get compliments on it. So I want to say on me, longevity is about 4 or 5 hours, but it's probably longer than that because, like I said, I still get compliments even though I don't smell it anymore. So I really love this one. I do think this is probably the safest blind buy if you're a woman and you're looking to try one of the fragrances from this brand, because it seems that everybody loves this. The next one that I have is another popular one, and this is by the Fireplace. So if you've been watching my videos for a while, then I'm sure you probably got sick of me mentioning this during the fall and the winter. This one I absolutely love. To me, it smells like you're at a campfire or something. It's smoky, it's smooth, it's sweet. It smells like you're like roasting marshmallows at a bonfire or something. To me, if I had to think of anything else to compare it to, it actually really reminds me of the candle from Bath and Body Works, Marshmallow Fireside, which happens to be my favorite candle. So it's no wonder that I like this too. But I will say this is pretty heavy, so I definitely would not pull this out to wear outside during the spring or summer. I have worn it around my house during this stay inside season, but I wouldn't recommend wearing this out because during the hotter months, because it will like overtake you. It will give somebody a headache because it is one of the more heavy scents. But I absolutely love this. This one to me is pretty long lasting. It probably lasts about 8 hours or so. And then my absolute favorite one from this brand is the one that I feel is the most unique. It's the one that I never smell on anybody, and it is Lipstick On. And I know this one gets a bad rap because it's not the longest lasting, but I love the scent of it so much that I honestly do not care. So this smells like vintage lipstick, like that sweet waxy smell. I know that might sound gross to some of you all, but it is done so well in this. It also has like a bit of booziness to it, but not too much. I definitely think this is a more feminine leaning fragrance, and it does say female fragrance. But I could not picture this on a man at all. To me, this is very feminine. It has some classic elements to it, but it's very unique. I love this one, and it's just, although it's not the longest lasting on me, I probably get about 5 hours out of it. Although it's not the longest lasting, I'm completely okay with that because I love the smell of this. This is probably, well, I don't want to say that, but it's in the top level of all of my perfumes as far as how much I really like them. So you can see I've used up about half of it. And yeah, I don't have any complaints about this. All right, so that is it for the fragrances that I own from the Replica line. Let me know if you've tried any of them, if you like any of them. If you have any questions about any of them that I mentioned, please leave it in the comments down below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Also, leave in the comments if you own any fragrances from the line and what your thoughts of the line are in general so we can have a little discussion.